Okay, today's the first lesson of trigonometry, and it's ratios or trigonometric ratios. We're going to find the side lengths today, or find the sides. Start off with our joke of the day. I hate using the Pythagorean theorem. I wonder why. It's such a hypotenusence. It's such a hypotenusence. In order to do today's lesson, you have to have a good calculator. You can't have a cheap dollar store or a cheap calculator like this. It has to have these buttons: sine, cos, and tan. So here's a couple examples. One: sine, cosine, and tan. And here's a third one. Here's if I can make it bigger. You have to make sure you have the sine, cosine, and tan. Okay, this one's okay. It's not the best. These two-line calculators are the best. If you use your phone, it's okay, but it's still not the best as well. So a phone is also not the best, or a computer. It'll work, but it's still not the best. We'll switch over to the thing. Calculators have to be set on degrees. There has to be a D or a DEG symbol. What does that mean? Let's take a look at those calculators. There has to be right up here. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Right here, it has to say DEG. On this one here, DEG. And here, this one's at the bottom. This one's at rad, DEG. Now, if it's not, you can either reset your calculator. There's sometimes a button in the back. Or you hit this button right here, a DRG button. There it is right here, DRG. You click on this DRG button. It's right here, DRG. And you keep hitting that button until degrees show up. And on this one here, there's also a DRG, or somehow to switch it. It's a bit more complicated. If you push the little reset button, the default is, so if you have a little reset button, the default is degrees. I see it here. DRG on this one, DRG can switch, but you have to use the second to switch it. But the reset always puts it back into degrees. Okay, let's test out, see if it's working. So here are three ratios with numbers. So cos of 52, sine of 12, and tan. And I'm going to show you two ways. So I'm going to do it on this calculator, which is not set at degrees. So I'm going to set this big calculator at degrees. Okay, and I'm going to do it on another calculator. I'm just going to go to mode, and I'm going to come down and look at set at this thing called radians. So I'm just going to set that to degrees, and I'm going to do the values here. I'm going to do cos 52. So on this calculator, you go cos 52. You don't have to close the bracket. I think it'll work. And the answer here is, and we'll write it to 4 decimal, 0.6157. 0.6517. 0.6517. Now, if you have a calculator like this is set at degrees, so you have the cheaper one. Usually they're less expensive, or your cell phone one. You can't go cos 52. Watch what happens. You go cos, so this one here is under here, cos 52, and it just gives you 52. It doesn't work. Here it works in the opposite way. You've got to do, so I'll clear it here, clear. You've got to do 52, and then you select cos. And there's the answer, 0.6. Oh, it's 0.61. I wrote it out wrong, 0.6157. 0.6157, so 0.6157, and I can confirm that in a second with the other calculator. So 0.6517, and we'll go to this calc, 0.6157. Let's do sine. So you can go sine 12. I don't think I even have to close the bracket. It tells you it's 0.2079. Okay, so 0.2079. I can check if I wrote it out correctly. Correct. Now the other calculator here. So again, for this one, you have to put 12 first for this calculator, and then you put sine. And there's 0.2079. Okay, next one. Tan of 49. And I won't be switching back, just now switch back until you figure out how you use your calculator, switch back and forth. And tan of 49, 1.1504, 1.1504. And on this other calculator, if I do it the other way, so I can move that over here, you first have to put in 49 for this one, and then you put in 10. So you have to figure out which calculator you have 1.1504 rounded. Okay, now we'll try something different. So make sure you check the calculator works. Now we're going to try this. Sine of 74 equals x over 26. Round final answer to 1 decimal place. There are two different ways to do this one, and I'll show you both ways, and you guys can pick. I find I like one way. I like the second way. I'm going to show you the first way, which is easier to understand, and then the second way I'll explain. So first, sine of 74. So hopefully you know which way it works. So I will use the big calculator here. Sine of 74. Sine 74. Close the bracket here. 0.9. Now I'm going to write 4 decimals. The final answer is 1 decimal. Now I'll write 4. 0.9613. 0.9613 equals, it's like x over 26. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this one here, this guy here, over 1. So I'm just going to put that, I wanted a different color here, but that over 1, and I'm going to cross multiply now. So x times that is x. So I'm going to multiply that way, and I'm going to cross and multiply that way. You see, you make the multiplication symbol, and I'm going to take that number, multiply by 26. Now, that number's still on my calculator, so I can just hit times on this calculator, 26, and it gives me an answer. But if this might not work on yours, so it's 24.99, which rounds to 25.0, but maybe it doesn't work on your calculator, but you might have to type in 0.9613 times 26, and you get 24.99, which is 25.0 rounded to 1 decimal. Just double check that. Oops. We'll just double check that number. 25.00. Now, the other way. So the way I would do it is I would write sine of 74 equals x over 26. And I know it's over 1. And I do the cross multiply now. So I would do that cross multiply now. And I would put x equals 26 sine of 74. So I just put the 26 in the front, and then I just go to my calculator, and it depends on which calculator you have, and I go 26, whoops, not 56, 26, and in my calculator you can put times, but some you don't even have to put times, you can just write what you see, and then put sine, so sine of 74, and not plus. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So 26 times sine 74. Close the bracket. And you get your answer right away. So you get it right away. You only type the calculator in once, and you get 25.0. Whoops, 25.0 right away. Right in the answer right away without first using the calculator, then cross multiplying. I think this is my preferred method, and I put the 26. Now, if you were to do it in the other calculator, this calculator, okay, let's take a look here. You would do 26 times. In this calculator, you have to put the 74 first, and then you go in here and you go sine, and then you hit equals. And you have to remember to hit equals, and you get the same answer, 24.99. If you have this type of a calculator, I recommend you do this method. If you have the other type of calculator, you do this method. I would pause the video and then over here do these questions and then restart it and watch me do them. Okay, so I assume you paused. I'm going to do one question here one way and the other. So I'm going to do this question using that second method and this question doing the first method. Okay, so here's how I'll do this. So let's go cosine of 38 equals x over 16. I'll just write it out nicer. I'll put that over 1. I cross multiply, so x equals 16 cosine of 38. I'll go to this calculator here. So I'll go to this one. So this one here works really well on this calculator. 16 times cosine of 38. Close the bracket. 12.61. Round to one decimal, 12.6. 12.6. Now we'll go to this one. We're going to do this one differently. We'll go to the other calculator here. So we'll go to this. We've got to figure it out right away. So on this one here, let's move it over. First you go tan, so you go here, tan of 21. Oh, again, I'm so used to doing it's the other way around, so let's correct that. It's 21 tan. So let's clear everything, and we'll start again. 21 tan, you get the answer. So in this method, you go 0.3839. 0.3839 equals x over 94. So you have to realize that this tan of 21 isn't actually a number. Same with that cos 38. Then you go over 1, and then you cross multiply. So x equals 0.3839. All I'm doing is I'm cross multiplying. Times 94. Okay. And you get, let's go to the calculator, go 0.3839 times 94. 36.1 rounded. 36.1. Let's just double check that. 36.1, yes, 36.1. I'll continue some more questions in the next video.